guys, and welcome to this next edition of these HiiT progressions or lockdown recovery. So progressive HiiT workouts that get harder each time and hopefully lead you on to doing full HiiT workouts soon. So interesting one today. I've literally just eaten my lunch and then figured it would probably be a good idea to film this. So this one's going to be taking it easy just that little bit more as far as the kind of bouncing movements are concerned. And I just want to show you guys that you can always fit these workouts in no matter what. I don't necessarily advocate doing a HiiT workout straight after a jacket potato for lunch, but if it's the right kind of one, then it can work. Okay, so I'm just going to come back onto the mat, make sure everything's in shot. And I would like you all to have done a little bit of warming up, as I say each time, a little bit of a walk, a few stretches, just a few movements to get yourselves going. But because we're not jumping up and down, we're not loading the joints necessarily in that sense, so you can warm up as you go. Okay, so this first exercise is going to be a split squat. We're going to be to the side. It's like a lunge, but we start in position. We're not stepping into it. The hand's going to be on the hips, and we're going to be lowering that back knee down to the floor. We're going to do 30 seconds on one leg, 30 seconds on the other leg, and then 30 seconds with where we swap halfway. I would like you to go as far as you feel comfortable to. So those of you who are feeling pretty strong, back knee all the way down to the floor. And if you know you need to work up to that, then a little bit more shallow and drawing everything in, squeezing everything in on the way up. So off we go. Let's get this watch clock up on my watch timer. 3, 2, 1, 30 seconds, okay. The trick is to take your time with it, squeezing through that back leg, pulling up on your toes, and keep breathing. Brilliant. All of these movements will build the strength in the legs to progress onto the more dynamic jumping movements that we will move through to. Good, trying to keep those hips level. And that's your 30 seconds. You've got to remember which leg went forwards. And we come down to the floor. And you'll notice a bit of a pattern here. So we're going to do these shoulder bridges in between because it is all about using those glutes, stretching your fingertips away, curling up, curling down, breathing. And this will also be using those thighs a little bit. So it's a bit of a double whammy of work. Good. One more. Brilliant. Coming back up. So other leg forwards. Up tall. Hands on your hips. Drop the shoulders. 30 seconds. Off we go. Oh, nice sun. 2. I think I did that leg before, didn't I? Yeah, definitely. Keep squeezing through that back leg. That's why I looked at the camera and smiled. I wasn't sure. Taking your time, going at whatever speed you feel comfortable to. Being aware of both knees pointing forwards. Try not to collapse forwards into it. Pull up through that back toe. Squeeze your glutes and stop there. They actually move quicker than you expect them to. Onto your backs, feet hip width apart and close to your bum. 30 seconds of shoulder bridges. Good. Hands on the ribs is quite good. Pushing your knees away. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. 3, 2, 1, and coming back up. Good. 15 seconds each side. So it doesn't actually matter which leg you start with. So if you got thoroughly confused about which leg you've done, you're going to do 30 seconds on each, 15 seconds on each leg. So it isn't going to matter. And off we go. Drop the shoulders, squeezing in through your tummy. And swap legs, other leg back, and off we go. So suddenly 15 seconds doesn't seem too bad. 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. All right, so we're going to come down onto that, have a quick drink, and we're going to do an interesting exercise here, and it's going to be for that adductor but also the glutes on the other side. There's a bit of a side plank as well, so the full exercise is going to be with the hips up off the floor and elbow to knee like that, with the bottom leg doing the movements and the top leg, and you see my knees pointing straight up. Now have a little go at that, but if you do struggle at it, you can keep that hip down, and to be honest, this is not a bad exercise on its own without the hips up, so you have those two options. Okay, we have 30 seconds, push up and lift if you're going to, and off we go. Good, pick up the speed if you want. If you've just eaten a big lunch, take your time. Good, so this is really good for toning the waist, strengthening the waist. We have 10 seconds to go. And abs as well, to be honest. This is kind of oblique abs as well. Brilliant, stop there. We're coming onto our sides. Tuck the bottom hip back, tuck your bottom under, and lift the top knee. This is a hard exercise. It's quite an advanced exercise. It's not like doing a full 30 seconds of burpees, that's another level, but it is hard on the body, so do make sure you do the level that you're comfortable with. Certainly don't push yourself to lift up that hip if you're not ready to yet. Or you could do 15 seconds with the hip off and then bring the bum down and carry on. The trick is to carry on regardless, basically. Other side. Carry on regardless, but at a safe level, at the level you feel comfortable with. So bring the exercise down to the level that I've discussed. Okay, 30 seconds, lift up the hip, push through that back toe. You can see that my waist is pointing upwards. My belly button is pointing, not completely upwards, but you don't have to be completely on the side there. Good. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. On your side. Good. Lifting that top knee. Those of you who are mums, especially if you've not that long had a baby, you could feel that your pelvis is a little bit unstable on these exercises, so do just be careful. Good. I like it when we move on to the third one of this second exercise. I feel like we're really moving through the workout. Just got one exercise to go. Good. 3, 2, 1. And I tell you what, I'm not lazy, but I do quite like to stay on the same side for this next exercise. 15 seconds this way, 15 seconds on the other side. And 3, 2, 1, off we go. Lift up that hip if you want to. Keep it down on the floor if it feels like it's too much. Good. 3, 2, 1. Swivel around. Stretch out that bottom leg and off we go. I have to add on a couple of seconds to the 30 seconds for that changeover. Good. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. All right, so we've done a little bit of abs there. We've certainly done some glutes with those split squats. So it's going to be more of a plank type exercise here. And I want us to progress to mountain climbers. But as promised, I'm going to take you through some progressions for each of these exercises, because that is a jumping exercise. So we're going to do it a little bit later along the line. So we're going to do a walking mountain climber. So you tap the toe and step back. In some ways you have to use a little bit more control, so we're building up that control and that core for when we do the harder exercises later on. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, assume the position and off we go. Tap, tap. Good. If you have bad wrists, you can be down on the elbows. You can have your hands out to the side or your hands on some holding blocks. Good. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to get you to come down onto your front for this next exercise, and we're going to do a Superman or Superwoman. One arm up, other leg up. But what is plural of a Superman? Supermen? Supermans? Okay. 3, 2, 1. You'll notice how little I'm lifting my arm and my leg off there, because I do not want to arch my back. I'm not interested in these. These are using your back a little bit too much. I actually want you to tuck your bottom under, use your tummy and use your glutes on those, and you don't have to lift so high. And in fact, I prefer it if you lift to that block. So we're on the hands again, we're doing that mountain climber. I want you to step a little bit wider on this one, so try and step to the outside of the mat. 3, 2, 1, off we go. And thankfully it's quite nice to just swing that leg and not actually tap the toe on the floor. Pushing through the arms strongly. Good. 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Whew. I've been quite surprised to be able to do this on a full stomach, so it is all possible. And frankly, when it's a matter of fitting these workouts into a busy day, sometimes you've just got to go for it and see how you feel. Abandon it if you don't feel quite right. Good. So Superman exercises, but don't confuse this with me advising you to do it on a full stomach. Bottom under, tummy in, lift and down. Just getting that timer sorted. In through your nose, out through your mouth. 3, 2, 1. Good work. So, as you may have expected, we're going to be crossing the knee this time, pulling the knee in across the body. And these are more difficult, I do think, on the elbows. Oh, it's not too bad. You just need enough room there in front of you. Okay, 3, 2, 1, off we go. Last exercise, guys.
Is that the last exercise? Yes. When you're done?
Yeah. Good, 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Excellent. Well done. So there's your 3 HiiT exercises for the day. Hope that went well. Have a cuddle. Good thing to do. And then do a tiny little bit of stretching. So on your hands, on your feet, push down through one heel at a time. Well, this is very nice. Thank you for joining me. Cool. Walk your hands to your feet and stretch down through the backs of your legs.
You could have just walked.
Coming up, stretching the arms up, in the street, side to side. Great. Okay, and then just roll your shoulders. Good work. Well done today. We're all juggling many a thing at the moment, so if you're anything like me, you're just pleased to get some workouts in. So thank you for joining me. Click like if you liked it, share with your friends, and make sure you're subscribed to my channel and everybody that you know is. Thank you.